To answer the question on the thumbnail, no, they are not. They are not owned by Tencent. Stop. Just put your big brain cap on, guys. Come on. Now, would you like to know more, and would you like to learn about what's actually going on in the what's actually going on? Would you? Okay, stick around. Put on your critical thinking cap and let's dive in. All right, to get started, there has been a lot of people jumping the gun. Yes, I just said jumping the gun. Jumping the gun and thinking that Eleon has sold itself to Tencent. Now, to those people that are believing this, I urge you to just go on Steam. Go on the Discord, the official Discord. There will be links below. There are announcements detailing what's going on, and I actually went through them in a previous video, but I didn't really touch on them specifically because I didn't think this would be the sticking point of the update. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, I have seen a lot of questions on the Discord about how is this going to be implemented, i.e., is this going to affect your workshop blueprints? And is this going to affect custom scenarios like Reforged Eden or Star Salvage, Escape from Purgatory, or Lost MIA? Short answer is yes, but if you want to know the honest truth here, well, I hate to break it to you, but it depends on the developers of those scenarios and how they want to do this. And if they want to force the player to download the DLC to be able to play their scenario, or if they are going to only use vanilla things. It's up to the creators of the custom scenarios. From what we know now, okay? From this big disclaimer here, bright, shining lights. What we know now. And I'll show you where I got this information and basically why I am thinking this. Alright. This is a message from Talon. It is posted in the official Discord. It is pinned in the general channel, so you can actually look for it yourself. You can fact check me, and in fact, I encourage you to fact check me. Don't take my word for anything. Do the research. Look at it yourself. It's all the research I did here was simply looking at the official Discord, looking at what Talon said, and reading the announcement word for word. That's all you have to do. Okay? Go for that. Critical thinking hats. Take the time. Do your own research. Okay. You still here? Good. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and read this out loud. So for everyone who has been wondering about custom scenarios and multiplayer, the DLC is made for single player and co-op. It is not supported for multiplayer and custom scenarios in the beginning. After the DLC, we will work on this. What I take that to mean is after the DLC is released, they will work on that. Okay? If a server or custom scenario will add parts of the DLC to the scenario or the server, then the players who want to play on the server or play the scenario are required to own the DLC. Without it, it will not work. Okay, that's where I'm getting that information. Now, next part. Now, I'd like you guys to just go ahead and take that in. Make sure you read it on screen. Might be a little blurry, but yes, read. I'm asking you to read. That's the audience I'm focusing toward is people who are actually willing to read and willing to fact check me and willing to listen. You absolute legends, big brains. Thank you. Now, that is on slide 2. I still have the slides from the other one. Alright, so Is this the right slide? Yeah, well, kind of. Let's just go ahead and do the other slide. I went over that one. All right. So as it says here, they have partnered with Funcom. In addition, they are delighted to announce that they've partnered with Funcom for marketing duties on our future projects. That goes for Dark Faction and beyond. Keyword there, marketing duties. Marketing duties. Just let that sink in. Go ahead and read that line. It's right under the big "we partnered with Funcom" header on your screen. Okay. Enough chastising viewers. Okay. Hold on. Right, yeah. Gerald is speaking in my ear here. Yeah. No, I'm not. No. Um, no, okay. All right. So Gerald has reminded me that, in addition to what we are getting from this, we are getting, in his words, not mine, shiny new blocks. We've been asking Eleon for blocks, and we are getting shiny new blocks. Right, Gerald, I forgot. I forgot to put that in there. Gerald has reminded me that he sent me a nice little image that was shiny, pretty, a cat looking at a ornament saying, "It's shiny, I must murder it." That's not gonna get me demonetized, but anyways. I'm sorry, Gerald. I forgot to put that in the slides. Okay. No, go away before you ship you out an airlock, Gerald. Bye. Okay. Okay, so, enough of that insanity. Yes, I will ship you out an airlock, Gerald. Yes, I know you can respawn in the clone chamber. I will still shove you out an airlock. Shut up. Okay. Yeah, he stopped talking now. That's all right. Welcome to GEI, where I talk to NPCs that have no dialogue, and I am absolutely insane. I hope you enjoy my rants, my random rants. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button because you'll get more of this insanity. Where was I? I got myself lost. Anyways, all right. So the fears of players and where I can see this logic coming from is Funcom. Ooh, bad. It's owned by Tencent. Tencent is a Chinese media conglomerate. Yes. Tencent is owned by a Chinese multimedia conglomerate. And if you do some research on Google, yes, their stock is currently fluctuating. So, yeah, that kind of scares me a little bit. The trickle down effect it may have with Eleon, but considering that, as I said, and as they said, it's only marketing duties, I think it will be okay. Yes, Vanessa. All right, Vanessa, I'll touch on that. Vanessa, my marketing director over here, has reminded me that Tencent is known for microtransactions. Yeah, yeah, I'm very well aware of that. Yes, I did my research on this. Yes, I know. Again, I refer you to the slide right in front of you, and the line that says, and the line says, we've, and the line that says, we've partnered with Funcom for marketing duties on our future projects. This goes for Dark Faction and beyond. How are no? Let's not get into that speculation. Anyways, I hope this clears some things up for people. I know I am doing a clickbaity / outrage marketing video, and I know that I sound horrible because of I'm currently sick, so thank you for sticking around and listening. Make sure to smash that dislike button if you hate my content, or better yet, leave me a comment and call me out in the comments for being being a fanboy. Okay, done? Okay, good. I also encourage viewers to put a shout out at this time in the video. I'm not done with the video yet. It's been 10 minutes, so put your 10-minute shout out in the comments. Okay. Alright, so I am going to switch over to something a little bit more light that I did not want to touch on the last video. And that would be the fact that they are going down the route of expand your creativity with a new set of organic building blocks. Thank you. I'm just speaking to Eleon right now. Thank you. I have been wanting biggest blog, and validating my creativity is something that I have been looking forward to. So yes. Now, on the opposite side of that, I am a bit worried. I'm going to be honest here. I am a bit worried here because I am going to, as a builder and a content creator, I am going to need to make two separate. I'm speculating here, but I'm like 90% sure of this, and I'm fine with that. The way that the scenario is going to be handled from the discussions I've seen, and yes, Talon has said some other things, and no, I didn't screenshot it because I forgot to. But the way I understand it, and if I'm wrong, go off on me in the comments again, is that when you publish a blueprint with the new blocks, say the DLC blocks, you will publish it to the workshop, and anybody who doesn't have the DLC will have to download it. It will not have those blocks that are in there, so it might have holes or whatever. So my question is this: when I do the upload, is there going to be something that detects that I have DLC content on the ship and either go the route of automatically inserting in the side of the description that it uses this DLC content on the store page, or will it actually just not load for the player, or will it load for the player with holes in it? I don't know. Will it be something that us as creators, as workshop creators, have to actually click a box and say, hey, you need to install this before you install the ship? Will it be done that route? In which case, people can still install the ship and not install the actual DLC, and not actually be forced to download the DLC. That's a question that I have, and I don't have the answer to that. And I don't think I'll have an answer to that until probably the week before or when it's released. And when I get that answer, I will let you guys know. I will do a video on that. And when I get this information, I will give it to you guys. So stick around. So the next thing that I want to touch on is, and again, this is another speculation and thought piece. Craft new devices, new powerful devices such as the translocator, phase shield, and corrupted shield. Now, that's literally all the sentence says. Translocator, phase shield, and corrupted shield. Are these CV items? Are these personal items? Are these player items? Is the translocator translocating resource? Is it something that you can slap on SV, go do mining, SV or HV, and go do mining? As you mined, it immediately teleports the resources back to base? I don't know. When I first heard translocator, I was thinking teleporter, but wait, we already have a teleporter like that. What is the translocator? Because I didn't have any frame of reference. I didn't know. So we are going to see. And it is something that I am looking forward to seeing. And as some of you may have noticed on my status on Discord, the custom message is simply excited because I am excited. Any new information that I get that I can learn something, I am excited for. So, yeah. Dark Faction planets. Explore new deadly environments. Explore a new deadly environment that's spreading across the galaxy. So in this screenshot that you will see before you, yes, this planet has been corrupted. Now, my question here is, how did they do this? Like, how are they having planets be corrupted as they go through the galaxy? Is it linked to faction? I mean, is it linked to galaxy generation? Is it linked to, like, the more planets you discover, the more the infraction, the more planets that you discover and the database creates, the higher the probability becomes in the planet generation that they're going to get a corrupted variant, or the sector generation that they're going to be, or the system generation that there's going to be a corrupted planet in it. I don't know how they're doing that. Heck, they may have come up with a whole new system that we don't know about yet because it is so early in the teaser phase. So, a new story that requires a new character. I touched on this on the previous video that I don't have any idea, and I haven't seen anybody else touch on it, so I'm not going to touch that. So I'm just going to bring up this quick slide real quick. Nope, not that one. This one. And these are the points I'm touching on. So go ahead and pause and read that if you want, but I have a feeling that you've already read that, or you're just listening to me, and this is and the whole YouTube is running on your pocket, on the phone in your pocket. So, in which case, thank you for listening. Now, I don't know if anybody else has had this question, but in the screenshot here, that's a cool looking ship. Who made that ship? I don't know. That's pretty cool. So, it'd be interesting to see who made that ship. I don't know who did. So yeah, if you know, let me know in the comments. Let's see. Again, on the price, I'm going to go through the DLC price because this is a informative video and a critical thinking video. The price, they made an announcement, the price is going to be either $9.99 US or 9.99 euros in euros, which is European currency. So it looks like a regionally locked price that they're trying to do across regions, and the reason I'm bringing this up is twofold. First one is there's always someone that's going to say, "Oh, they're going to a DLC. They're going to a DLC market now." And well, yes, we see this for this one instance. And I'd like to ask a few critical questions of anybody that is a naysayer and is going with the argument, the outrage argument. How many hours have you spent in this game? What is your average play time? And how many hours do you get from a game like this versus a game like Call of Duty Infinite Warfare that has extremely low replayability? Okay, so hour per dollar ratio of time spent in the game. Like, for every hour, you get this much. For every dollar you spend, you get this amount of time spent in the game. Now, I'm too lazy to do the math on my own metrics, but just looking at my Steam page, which is probably on the low end of what I've actually played, is 8,545 hours, 0.5. Now, that's under like the 9,500 I said in my previous video because I didn't bother actually looking at my screen, at my stats before spouting my mouth off. But I wouldn't be surprised if I've actually spent 9,500 hours. And 9,500 hours, that's probably on the high end of what I spent in this game, for a $20 game. I'm I'm gonna go ahead and just bring up a simple calculator on my other screen real quick, and and I'm also gonna turn this slide off while I do this. That way you can look at that. So, simple calculator, because I don't have it on my phone or I'm too lazy to look at it on my phone. Let's just enter 9,500 and divide it by 20. Now, oh my, 475 hours per dollar. Surely that's not right. No, yeah, that sounds right. So, 400, my personal stat here is 475 hours of play for every dollar I spent on this game. Assuming I spent like $20 on this game. Just let that sink in. For a $9.99 DLC in addition to that, let's go ahead and do 9,500 divided by $30. Or 30 in this case. Even with that extra $9.99 tacked on to the price I spent on this game, it is still 316.6 hours per dollar spent on this game. Show me, again, in the comments, show me any other game that you have in your library that can get that price, that amount of hours spent for the dollar amount you spent on the game. Alright, I'll leave you guys with that. Thank you for watching. Quick channel update. Well, actually, I should probably not do that before I should probably go through my notes and make sure I didn't miss anything based on my test group. Again, thank you, Waldonis. Thank you, Admiral Flanker, for responding to my messages in a timely manner with feedback about this YouTube video that I was unsure about. Big thank you there. Thank you to my long-term patron, Longcut, for being a patron for, let's see here. Going on about 2 years now. Longcut, as some of you are familiar, is a patron of a lot of Empyrean YouTubers. I want to say thank you to him for being a longtime supporter. His donations have allowed me to buy applications such as Brilliant, a subscription to Brilliant for 1 year, which was a substitute for me not having a formal education because I didn't know where I was going in education, and big thank you for that. Also, I would like to thank him again for his donations this year, because it allowed me to have the budget to buy Grammarly, which has helped me with my writing. So thank you, Longcut, for forwarding my education and making me better as a content creator and as a person. Big thank you. And I don't say thank you to you often enough in videos. Or in general, and I'm trying to fix that. I'm trying to fix that. Now, some other points that I would like to do. Okay, yeah, I've touched on everything. Alright, again, leave me comments below. Leave me some feedback below on what worries you about Tencent, because I would like to know more. I would like to learn more about your interactions with Funcom and Tencent as a company. It allows me to direct my research in topics and allows me to do better research. So, thank you. Remember to be kind to your fellow human. I know I'm not the best person, but I ask you to just be kind to your fellow human. And look, we're all human here. Well, I know you are at least. But today was a very stressful day for me, and I'm making this about me, but stick with me, hear me out. And I went off on someone, and 350 on the Spanish Discord, I thought he was saying something that he was not saying. He He was calm. He let me know. I relooked at my comment. I deleted it and then actually provided the comment I wanted to provide. And then when he called me on it, I made sure to validate him and say, yes, you are right. I was on a rant. I was in the wrong. And I'm not perfect, but I try and do my best. And I made sure to say that, hey, yeah, thank you for calling me on it, because I'm not going to grow as a person unless you call me on these things in a good way. Um, so thank you. If you are still sticking around and listening to me rant at the end of the video, I salute you. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye.